Hi there, folks. Welcome to Glendora, a cheerful look at life. John says that he grew up to be the kind of a kid that his mother didn't want him to play with. Would you start off by telling the folks at home what Westinghouse Broadcasting is and does?
Well, Westinghouse Broadcasting is one of the major broadcasting companies in America today. It operates 5 television stations, 16 radio stations. We have a
This is Mr. Robert C. Wright, who is the President and Chief Executive Officer of NBC, and he'll be back. And then after the group work, what did you become?
President.
You became president?
Right.
Gee, you've had a wonderful career. And then after that, you became the CEO?
Chairman and Chief Executive.
Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. Oh, I think that's terrific.
Ridiculous to work in the entertainment business unless you're in love with the product.
That's true.
I mean, you really have to enjoy entertainment for what it really is, entertainment,
Yeah.
whether it's television or cable or animation or features. I mean, if you're not in tune and it doesn't viscerally get to you, you really won't enjoy the business.
And then next step at Vogue was what? Did you go to?
Well, I moved from being a junior fashion copywriter on up through all kinds of departments. And then when I was the feature editor, when I left and went to Glamour magazine, which is a sister publication, and there I became managing editor, which is next to the top job.
Wow.
Then I came back to Vogue.
Can you tell the boys and girls what an executive producer does, please?
I work in our local news operation, which at Channel 4 is newscasts at 5, 6, and 11 on the weekends.
Break a big news story and get it exclusively, meaning that nobody else reports it before you do, is a real big thrill. Also, I like to start new publications. I think that's a lot of fun. And I've had the opportunity to start about 3 or 4, including Crane's New York Business and Crane's Chicago Business, and a publication called Electronic Media about radio, television, and cable television, like we're on now.
Yeah.
We report.
A very exciting period where, again, you had to take whatever type case came up in court.
Yep.
And you never knew from one person to the next, from one day to the next, what the charge would be or what the case would be about. So it did mean that one had to have a pretty broad background in legal experience so that you'd be able...
Beginning salesperson with no experience whatsoever will start probably in the mid to $20,000 range.
Yeah.
A good salesman, a real good salesman makes between 40 and 80 and 90, and an excellent salesman makes between 90 and 125,000.
Wow, so you see it's worth going in.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And getting to management, it's a lot more money than that.
And then I went to the Dun & Bradstreet Corporation, which is one of America's biggest companies.
Oh, yes.
A business information company, and I worked there for 7 years.
Sure.
So, and then I'm at Texaco since November.
Please welcome the happiness lady, Glendora. Hi, Glendora. How are you? Pleasure to see you. You're known as the happiness lady,
Well,
is that what they say?
No.
What do they call you?
Glendora.
Yeah.
And what did you say your name was?
I'm Dave. It'll be my last night.
You are a very good interviewer.
Well, thank you.
And I'm going to recommend you for a raise.
Thank you.
The recipe for happiness, David, is that there's one thing in this world that you can do better than anybody else. And if you will go by yourself, you will find out what that is. And you will do it, and you'll be happy. Now, if you don't do it, David, it's going to nag at you every second of your life.
So you find out what it is that you're good at.
No, the one thing that you can do better than anybody else.
The one thing you can do better than anyone else, and you just concentrate on that.
Yes, you do.
And then that'll make you happy.
Well, sure, because you'll get everything you want.
Yeah.
coming after me. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends I'm a-coming to. Coming for to carry me. Coming for to carry me home. Sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Come to carry me. Sweet, sweet Lord. Sweet, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me home.
Happiness, we've got a guaranteed answer. If you do what we tell you to during this session, you will be happy. And your stomach will be happy too, because Rita made a super duper salad, and you're going to have heroes this big on homemade bread with no cholesterol, salami, bologna, corned beef, lamb, and chicken. And then Glenda made a great dessert. And your joke for today is this: Archie says, "Daddy, how come so many people don't vote in the elections?" And Daddy said, "Well, under the Republicans, you can't earn your keep, and under the Democrats, you can't keep what you earn."
Thank you, Glendora. That's noble.
Well, that's very good. And what did you take?
For a company named Cheeseboro Ponds, which
Yeah.
is now up in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And I got really involved in marketing for the first time working
Yeah.
for Cheeseboro.
You see my ponds?
Oh, that looks good. Not as good as Revlon does, but Ponds looks good. True.
Okay. And then do they still have training programs such as you
Yeah.
lucked into?
Yeah, I did, and we still have the same kind of things where if you're lucky and if you're good, you get an opportunity particularly to be a summer intern, because we have on board now about 20 interns that are working sometimes not really for salary, just to get the basic background and experience, and they'll put in about 8 or 10 weeks over the summer. But what's happening is a lot of those people go back to their last year in college after they're an intern, and they'll come back and start regular employment with us the June that they graduate.
Whoopee.
So those internship programs are very important.
It's a chance to show them how good you are.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
And you're remembered for doing that.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, sure. Good people are hard to find. Well, Paul Block, we want to thank you very much for being on a chat with Glendora and helping the youth.
Well, thank you, Glendora. It was a pleasure talking to you and to the kids.
It's been a block party, right?
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. With Paul. And Ellen, what do you got to say to the kids?
I'm very pleased to be here with you kids, and I wish you all a lot of luck for a future in marketing or whatever kind of profession you might choose.
First of all, we should know that. I go in early in the afternoon, but somewhere between noon and 1 o'clock. My day starts with doing a rundown for a format for the evening's news broadcast.
I'm pretty run down as it is, okay.
And then going into a pre-production session where we do special effects, any special artwork or any special information that's needed other than regular video of, of shot on the street. We do special effects early in the afternoon till about 4 o'clock.
Do you? That's pretty interesting, isn't it, Susan?
Interesting and hectic every day. Yeah, a lot to get done. The best bet is to definitely go to school, to go to college and study TV, radio, journalism. Different schools have a different name for what the major is. But and depending on if you want to be a writer or a producer or a director or a technician, your specialty will be slightly different. But it's very good to get that background in journalism before you move on and become, specific in a specific end of the business. I did that. And the other thing is to try, if you have time, and I know most people have to work as well as go to college these days, to intern somewhere, which is usually not paying function. But you can pick up a lot about the business if you're willing to work a little bit, even if it's just a couple hours a week, as an assistant somewhere, radio station, television station, anywhere.
And they don't pay?
Not usually to intern. I mean, some places
do. They give green stamps?
They usually give credit, college credit,
for
doing an internship. I did one in an advertising agency.
Yeah.
And that was, although not my specific field, it was very helpful.
Good morning.
greater to Christians who gather in worship than the moment when we open the Bible and we listen to the word that God has to speak to us this morning. This morning from the Scriptures, Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Though an army should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret place of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me high upon a rock. I would have lost heart had I not believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. So, my brothers and my sisters, wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Let us prepare our hearts for prayer. O God, always between the sunrise and the sunset of each day, there are the unexpected surprises. There are those surprises that would shock us, stop us, threaten to paralyze us. But then we turn to you in the quiet moment of stress, and we lift our eyes to the light and our hearts to the sun, and we move on in your guidance. And then, O God, always between the sunrise and the sunset, there is an unexpected surprise of joy. The singing of a bird, and we notice and we hear it. A cloud that slides across the blue, and we behold it. And we stop and we awesomely admire your creativity. We encounter the face of a friend we haven't seen in a long time. Or some powerful idea comes from the brain and consumes us. Oh God, there isn't a sunrise to a sunset to make up a day, but what you'd approach us through people and songs and memories and moods, and words and ideas. Make us so sensitive and aware and conscious of your abiding presence that when you approach us, through a mood, a memory, or a marvelous thought, we shall be ready, we shall be receptive. It is happening now, and we thank you for bringing us to a place where our faith in your presence is renewed, and our awareness of your presence is sharpened. Bestow, O God,